Hey everybody, this is David and welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy with another deck review. This one is going to be for a deck that was a Kickstarter deck, came out in December of 2011, and it is by Aether Cards. And Aether Cards is a little company that was put out by Alexander Isaacs. He made 500 of these decks, and if you notice on the front of the box here, it says Primum ex Aetheris, which is Latin, and it means first from the void or first from the sky. And the name Aether, that's kind of what it means. It means void, or it's kind of like the upper atmosphere. If you notice on the front of the box here, there's kind of like a little homage to Michelangelo's fresco of the creation of Adam, but instead of God and humanity touching, it's an alien tendril touching humanity's hand. These cards are printed by the United States Playing Card Company. They use aristocrat stock and magic finish, which is a great combination. And even on the box here, there's kind of like a little card reveal of a Three of Hearts. On his website, Alexander Isaacs says the Vortex deck is said to be inspired of a mix of science fiction and innovation and unbridled creativity. And they certainly do have a sci-fi kind of creative feel. But at least for me, the design aesthetic is kind of a little broken. The back design, if you notice, kind of feels like chaos, or maybe it's in the eye, like in a black hole. It has kind of a disordered and, I don't know, kind of ethereal feeling to it, which is kind of juxtaposed with the faces of the cards. The face seems very ordered, very structured. The faces have a geometric texture to them, and they also have a symmetric pip layout, meaning the left and the right side, they mirror each other. So again, the backside feels random and disorderly, and the faces are patterned and structured. So just a little disconnect for me, but still extremely cool. The Ace of Spades in the deck is very original. It has this tendril type of feel to it, again, kind of the alien hand that's repeated on the cover of the box. The court cards, they're all redrawn court cards. They're all very original, and they have a really a design kind of aesthetic to them, but they're just drawn a little odd. Like, for instance, this Jack of Spades, he kind of looks really tired or wasted. The King of Spades, he looks kind of tired or just old. He's got lines underneath his eyes. The King of Diamonds seems to be smoking a joint, and his hand seems to have this kind of pointed alien feature to it. The King of Hearts, or the Suicide King, he's bleeding from the eyes, so kind of a little creepy. Now in the Jokers, you have the same kind of look that a lot of these custom decks have. You have two Jokers that seem to look identical, but then there's a card reveal in one. And so the character on the cover of these Jokers is kind of like some sort of an alien lizard type thing, and one card has a card reveal. The Gaff card, this not only has a different back, but it also has a different face, which is kind of neat. This Gaff would probably work really well with a pirouette flourish. To me, it looks very similar to the Illusionist designed Gaff card of a spinning card, but it's still well thought out, still very creative. Overall, I think these cards are very intentional in design. They're much better than most designer decks, where all you get is creative back design, and you get a few extra cards and maybe a couple of makeover court and pip cards. But for the most part, those decks, they kind of leave their face cards pretty standard. Alex really went through this deck, and he really spent time on each card, making sure that they all had a unique and very distinct look. I think this deck would be fun to play with, cards with friends. For a magician, even though there's some kind of magic and gaff elements put into this, for instance, the deck does have a one-way back design. I won't tell you where it is, but if you're really sharp, you can catch it. For magic tricks, though, I would kind of be wary of using this deck, just because the overall appearance of this deck and kind of the unfamiliarity of the deck itself kind of makes it a little suspect. But overall, hey, this is a great deck. If you get a chance, definitely pick one up. Thanks.